Well, I'm out for a little woods wander on a Tuesday afternoon. Just got out of work a little while ago. Went home, grabbed the pack and a couple other things, and to be totally honest with you, I forgot my tripod and a few things that I wanted to bring out with me, but doesn't matter. Just kind of wandering around Lost Nations here this afternoon. Kind of hoping to run across a morel mushroom or two, but I think it's still pretty early. It's April 16th, and we haven't had many warm days this year, so I'm thinking mushrooms might be a little bit later. But morel hunting is not an exact science, and if you wait too long, you know, just depending on, there's this factor and that factor. You know, some people say the lilacs are in bloom or whatever. You know, this indicator of that. And I know that there have been years where I waited for the conditions to be perfect, and by the time I got out here, all I found were stumps from you know, the other people that were out hunting. So I thought I'm gonna get out this afternoon and just kind of wander around a little bit, get a little fresh air, and who knows, maybe I'll run across a mushroom. I know rumor has it they found a few up in the Grand Rapids area, north and west of us a ways, but you know, whether or not that's true, that was on the internet, and obviously you can't believe everything you hear on the internet, but kind of hoping it's true. We found mushrooms in a snowstorm, you know, so snow and wind and rain, cold, it doesn't really matter. The conditions don't have to be perfect for them, so we'll just wander around a little bit and see what we come up with, and at the very least we'll do a little turkey scouting. And if you watched any of my deer hunting video, my last hunt of the season, this is the hill that I wandered onto, that, and I was trying to work the wind in my favor. I'm gonna hunt up here this year. I'm gonna set a stand up here somewhere, so I'm kind of scouting a little bit that way too, so stick around. Well, so far no luck with the real morel, but we have found one of the many different varieties of false morel here, and I don't know which variety this is, but these are mistaken for morel. If you take a look at it in the mirror, see how it looks loby like a brain? The way you tell a real morel, one way, is that it doesn't look loby like a brain like that. That looks kind of almost like a walnut meat on the inside. But the morel is going to have ridges on it, pits and ridges. You know, if you get a picture of one and you get a look at one, a real morel is very distinctive. It doesn't look anything. It's not loby like that. It looks like something that's been poured out, or you know, melted and poured out. It's a morel is going to be pretty distinct in its ridges, sharp edges on the ridges, and deep pits, where this one's just kind of shallow. And if you look at it real close, I don't know what variety that is. I have an identification book at home that I didn't bring with me. Kind of wish I had now. I could tell you what the actual name of that mushroom is. Maybe we'll look it up when we get home. But this is one you want to avoid if you can. This is not an edible morel. At least in my book, it's not. Now, some people will eat the false morels. There are people that can eat them and live to tell about it, but then there are those who regret it for the rest of their lives. And these things can be deadly poisonous, depending on your system, whether your system can handle it or not, or you just wind up with a really bad case of the runs and stomach upset. Now, I've never eaten one, and I don't plan on. And of course, the stem on that was just down in the ground. I mean, this was really tight to the ground, so and that's another identifying factor. We'll keep looking for the real thing. Well, nothing but false morels up the hill there. Just the one, as a matter of fact. Like I said, probably a little bit early, but the early bird gets the worm, or in this case, the mushroom. So we're starting today, officially. So we'll be out as many times this week. I got to work tomorrow night, so Thursday night, hopefully I'll be back out here. Saturday morning, I'll bring the kids and we'll wander the woods a little bit. My kids have a natural eye, a couple of them do anyways, for finding morels. So it's supposed to cool off by Saturday, but I don't think that's going to have much impact because we're going to have warm and rain the next couple of days. So we'll see if that changes anything. But we're going to wander on down the trail and see if we can't maybe still find
no mushrooms today, but I did have a nice walk in the woods. Wife's waiting for me at the trailhead, so she dropped me off after work and went to do her thing, and so I'm gonna go meet her back up there in just a couple of minutes. But I thought, since we didn't find any mushrooms, maybe I'd talk a little bit about some of my favorite mushroom hunting gear. And some of this is just sentimental value. This is one of my favorite pieces right here. It's called the Smoky Pokey. SmokyPokey.com. Bought that at a flea market down in Indiana, and all it is, really, is just a steel rod bent over there with a, it's a fire poker, walking stick, and a combination of a couple things. It's even got a compass, and it's a pretty accurate compass there in the end of it, and they guarantee it for life. They tell you if you break it, they'll put a new compass in there. Now it's called the Smoky Pokey, or it used to be. They've changed the name of the company and the name of the product now, and I don't remember what it is, but I think if you go to that website there, SmokyPokey.com, you could it'll lead you to the site that they sell those, and I think that was like $8 or $10 at the at a flea market down in Shipshewana, Indiana. It's not something I'd take on a hike, on a long hike, but for mushroom hunting, it's nice. It's got that heavy steel rod, and of course, on an overnight camp, it's okay. It makes a nice fire poker. It's not really necessary, but it's kind of cool, and I thought it was neat, and I bought it. Now this is a little something different. It's my mushroom vest, I call it. It's a Fox Outdoors Ranger vest. Now, I didn't know much about this until the other day. I looked it up online to see if I could find a picture that was similar to this jacket. And this thing's got a ton of pockets on it. Each side has, you got a layer of pockets. So you got that one there that keeps my I keep my journal, and usually keep my compass and my journal and my map in there. There's the camera pocket. This is a camera pocket. That's actually, I don't have anything in this one. This is my main camera pocket. And then I keep my my cell phone and my photo camera, my point and shoot, in this pocket. And of course you got side pockets for your gloves. And this thing's got 1, 2, 3, 6 pockets on the front, plus hand side pockets, so 8 pockets on the front. 2 inside pockets makes for 10 pockets. And then you got this big pouch on the back. It looks kind of like a game pouch, but it's not lined, so I don't think it's intended for, like a squirrel pouch or a small game pouch. It's just like a mini backpack on the back of the jacket. I looked this thing up online, and Fox Outdoors kind of goes through different distributors, and that jacket was like, I couldn't even find it in Woodland Camel. I found it in tan, I think it was. It was $38. I bought this thing at the Goodwill thrift store, $3.50. So that's kind of I don't use it much, but I use it for the mushroom hunting, because it well, I don't know, just because I like it. It's kind of got a little sentimental value to it. It's got a hood in here that folds out. Pardon the camera moving. I didn't bring my tripod, but this hood folds out. It's a cotton hood, so it's not much good if it's raining. Good in the wind. It'll block the wind a little bit, but it's not going to do much if it's raining. But nice little vest. Does what it's supposed to do. Adds another layer over the core, over the midsection, and it's got plenty of pockets for whatever you might want to carry, especially if it's going to be a long day in the mushroom woods. Today we were out just about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Well, about 2 hours. We'll be out a whole lot longer this weekend. I think we might have some luck come Saturday. Thanks for watching, and stick around, stay tuned. We'll have some successful mushroom hunting videos coming up, hopefully as soon as this weekend.